दोस्तों इस क्लास में आपको डिक्टेशन दूंगा मैं 100 WPM पर 600 वर्ड्स की डिक्टेशन है, आपको डिक्टेशन में प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूं। बी रेडी फॉर इट। Factual matrix of the case is that the plaintiff filed suit for a decree of ejectment, arrears of rent and meccine profit against the defendant, stating that the plaintiff is the owner and landlord of property in Dehradun. Some other co-owners are residing in abroad and in other cities, due to which the plaintiff is the landlord of sued property. It was stated that a part of the sued property, comprising of 3 rooms, 1 common drawing room, kitchen, toilet and bathroom, was let out on rent to the defendant for a period of 11 months. The tenancy of the defendant has come to an end, but even then the defendant has not vacated the sued property despite the request of the plaintiff. It was further stated that the defendant has paid the rent up to September 2008 only, and thereafter he has not paid any rent. Besides this, the electricity and water charges are also due on the defendant. Whenever the plaintiff demanded the rent and other charges, the defendant used to abuse him. Therefore, the plaintiff sent a legal notice to the defendant demanding the rent and electricity and water charges, but despite receiving the said notice, the defendant has neither paid the rent or other charges, nor has handed over the vacant possession of the suit premises to him. Thus, the plaintiff constrained to file the present suit for a decree of eviction and arrears of rent. The defendant contested the suit and filed his written statement and denied the plaint averments. He admitted that initially the suit property was let out to him by the plaintiff. He stated that subsequently he came to know that plaintiff has no share and there are about 7 co-owners of this property who are residing abroad. The plaintiff clandestinely, with ulterior motives and for unjust enrichment under deep conspiracy, is trying to sell the property without any right or authority. It is stated that the suit is legally not maintainable. Provisions of the Act number 13 of 1972 are applicable to the suit property. The defendant further stated that he has paid the amount of rent, cost of suit, interest and other expenses, and thus he is entitled to the benefit of section 24 of the Act number 13 of 1972. He stated that subsequently he came to know that plaintiff has no share and there are about 7 co-owners of this property who are residing abroad. The plaintiff filed replica to the written statement and reiterated the plaint averments. He further stated that the defendant has stated that the plaintiff has executed the rent deed by fraud, whereas the true fact is that the defendant, on the basis of said rent deed, has filed a suit for prohibitory injunction against the plaintiff in the Court of Civil Judge Dehradun, wherein an order of interim injunction has been granted in his favor and the suit is still pending. The plaintiff denied the contents and execution of rent deed. He further stated that the defendant has prepared the forged and fabricated rent deed. He further reiterated that he is co-owner of the suit property along with others, and because other co-owners are residing in abroad and other cities, he is co-owner and landlord of the suit property. There is landlord-tenant relationship between the parties, which can be proved from the fact that whenever the tenant paid the rent to the plaintiff has always given him receipt, which the defendant produced in the court while obtaining order of injunction. He further stated that the defendant has averred that he has deposited the amount but he has not given any particulars. दोस्तों इसी के साथ ये डिक्टेशन फिनिश होती है। पूरी उम्मीद है आप लोगों ने अच्छे से इसको किया होगा। लगातार मेहनत करते रहिए। आपसे मुलाकात करूंगा अगली क्लास में अगली ट्रांसक्रिप्शन के साथ। तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, टेक केयर।